Welcome to Jens Guides. Today we are going to look at another question from Matthew Lang. He seems to ask a lot, so we're going to answer them. Today's question is, what first steps should be taken when working with customers to establish a good relationship during a project? Well, I've already talked about not quoting hours, because hours is an adversarial relationship. It's in my best interest to take a long time to do it and to quote more hours, and it's in the client's best interest to reduce the hours. Now, I suppose long-term it's not in my best interest if I'm just jacking up hours and say it's going to take like 400 hours to build your WordPress theme, and then to get the actual money I want for it. That is not cool because the client's going to look at 400 hours, whereas if they look at a fixed price, it's different. So that is why I'm quoting fixed price on things now. This feature is worth this much for me to do for you. That's where I'm going. Past that, something I actually wanted to talk about anyways was quoting on business goals. So I was just at a local business and my prices are about double what they were expecting, but I got multiple comments about how they liked how I stepped back. I wasn't just building them a site, I wasn't just a code monkey or a design jockey, I was actually stepping back and looking at the business return. Like they asked me about Twitter and Facebook, is it worth it for us? And I asked them, well, what business goals are you trying to solve? And they had none. They had no business goal that they could put to it, they had nothing. And I said, well, then it's probably not worth it, at least with Twitter. Twitter is going to reach, all over the world, which is useful for me. I can work from anywhere. You sell leaf blowers and stuff locally. You're not going to send a leaf blower to Germany. That just wouldn't make any sense for a German to buy it. The shipping is, 3 times as much as it would cost for them to buy it locally. So Facebook, maybe more local, might be better for you. But until you have a defined business issue that you're trying to solve, then it's not worth it. And even then, if, another business issue is a bigger deal, then that's the one you need to solve first. So that's how I try to start it. I try to bring in a client and show them I'm on the same team because I really want small businesses to succeed. That's actually something else I've been thinking about, is trying to get a small business to succeed and, in some ways to afford me, because lots of small businesses don't want to pay, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a site. That's a lot of money for a site for them. But I love helping small businesses. It's just always a tension to charge enough so that I feel like I'm making money on it and making the kind of money I want to make. And and so I'm able to help them because I want to be able to spend the time and really help them address their business goals and measure them and come back with analytics and stuff. But it's hard. I actually would like to build out some other products so that I can give away a little more for free to small businesses, which in some ways sounds like a bad for my business. But I really want to help people. I'm actually very passionate about mentoring. So that's where I go. To start off on the right foot with a client, I do very good in conversation. So I start there, we have a good talk about what their business goals are and how we can help address them and how we can measure them. And then I build the estimates and the whole process around meeting those goals, testing those goals with user testing, so that they know that they're getting something that actually is a return on investment for them. That's where you need to go, at least with small businesses.